Much of the problem with discourse today isn't simply disagreement, it's that we no longer have the same definitions. So, two people can be using the same term but mean completely different things because language is adapting to the cultural climate. And so, words which once carried shared meaning now come loaded with connotations and assumptions and opinions. And here's an example: violence used to mean strength or force intended to hurt, damage, or kill. But with phrases and hashtags like silence is violence, silence has now morphed into something that can mean almost the opposite of force, an omission of engagement, if you will. Here's another one: unsafe, which used to mean physical or psychological danger, but this word is now often applied to ideas that make us uncomfortable or don't validate our reality. And you see this mostly in younger generations where safety or safe spaces is synonymous with people or places that affirm or agree. And these are hardly the most contentious word shifts, but now two people can be using the same term while referencing completely different ideas and ultimately arguing from different realities. See, words used to have precision with clear borders, but now language is becoming diluted with blurred edges that bleed into other ideas and definitions, and so we've lost shared clarity, which has eroded our ability to have clear conversations. Now, a very well-known verse, Proverbs 29:18, says, "Without vision, the people perish." And words shape collective vision. They give us a way to put language to our shared direction. So now, at the rate that culture is evolving, it's no surprise that our vocabulary keeps morphing and conversations are becoming harder and harder. And you see this with the ever-expanding Gen Z dictionary. I cannot keep up. But as my sociologist friend says, a lot of this is probably inevitable as the decades pass. For now, though, let this be a helpful reminder. If you find yourself going in circles with someone and the conversation feels fruitless, pause and ask yourself, are we even talking about the same thing? Because if you can't agree on definitions, you're debating different realities. And if the words themselves mean different things, the conversation will likely be unproductive. Grace and peace.